Come see us on tour in Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, Providence, San Jose, Toledo, Ohio. Go to jimmydore.com for tickets. Ted Cruz has a podcast. Did you know that?
Oh.
Thank God, huh?
Yeah.
So listen to... So Elon Musk goes on that podcast, and he talks about there's magic money computers inside the federal government. Listen to this.
One of the things you told me about is what you
It's
call
insane.
Magic money computers at the Treasury. So tell us about it, because I never heard of that until you brought that up.
Okay, so you may think that that the government computers like all talk to each other, they synchronize, they add up what funds are going somewhere, and it's it's coherent. That there's and that the numbers, for example, that you're presented as a senator, are actually the real numbers.
One would think.
One would think. They're not.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they're not totally wrong, but they're probably off by 5% or 10% in some cases. So I call a magic money computer any computer which can just make money out of thin air. That's magic money.
So how does that work?
It just issues payments.
And you said there's something like 11 of these computers at Treasury that are sending out trillions in payments?
They're mostly at Treasury. Some are, but there's some at HHS, some there's one or two at State, there's some at DOD. I think we found now 14 magic money computers.
14, okay.
They just send money out of nothing.
So that's basically how the government works, right? So this is the people who are for modern monetary theory. They're the ones who actually explain this. That
quantitative easing.
So when they pass a thing like, hey, we got to spend money on this, they don't go raise the taxes. They just freaking print the money. They just send the money out.
Well, that's the way of taxing you without taxing you.
Yeah. Just like when a bank just invents money when they loan you money. They don't go get that bank from their vault and then give it to you. They just
Did you see Fort Knox? England has been shipping our gold back to us quietly because they're going to audit Fort Knox, and the gold hasn't been in there for years. It's been in Europe. Did you see that?
I did see a headline about that.
They're like, you can't come and check yet. And then all these midnight flights came from England with gold.
No kidding.
Look, I'm telling you, Jimmy, you got to invest in Hawk Tuah coin. You can make up money. That is a fact. Now's the time.
Now's the time.
I'm into dump and pump schemes. After it gets dumped, that's when I pump.
So he's just basically explaining there's these computers and they just make payments up.
What? How come Ted Cruz doesn't know about this? And also, has anybody told Ted Cruz and his friend Boots over here that the cuts aren't going to happen because they're going to pass that CR bill? So that means the cuts are meaningless?
Yeah. So the whole DOGE thing seems pretty meaningless right now.
People are mad at Elon, and I don't disagree with anything Elon's saying here. But here's my favorite part. It does not matter. Because there will be no cuts to the budget, and we will be $20 trillion more in debt when they get done. Just like Bannon said, he was right. He said that on the show. He goes, I like they're cutting this, but they got to do real cuts. He's not doing them. That's right. They didn't do them. They're going to do they're going to tell you all the wacky, John Stossel, wacky news.
Yes.
The government funds Guatemalan sex changes for fucking guinea pigs.
They're going to tell you all about that, but they're not going to cut the Pentagon. In fact, they're going to increase it.
6 million. They're going to tell you 6 million. I already know how much they spend on things, and that's not anything. Assholes. What are you going to cut from the Pentagon?
They're never even going to do an audit of it. When the Pentagon can't pass an audit. Do you know what that means when they say they can't pass an audit? It's not like they took a test and they got an F. That means that like somebody didn't study enough. It means that they can't tell you where the money is.
Well,
they can't tell you when we give them $1 trillion a year and they go, where are you spending it? They're like, I don't know.
Well, it's a little misinformation, Jimmy. No, they're not going to tell you. They didn't lose $2 trillion. Do you think they lost it? Do you? No. they can't pass an audit. We have no idea. They won't allow an audit.
That's
so we're not even going to get to the point to say they can't pass it. Maybe they could pass it. I'll bet they could if you got their real books. They know where everything goes.
Uh-huh.
But and including the crime, including the graft and crime, they know where that goes. Including the secret bringing gangs in and out of the country and drugs and people. They know where all of that goes. This is a massive worldwide system. The international rules-based order.
That's right. Okay, I just thought the magic money computers of the. I want to hear him say it again. Let's hear him say it again.
One of the things you told me about is
it's crazy.
What you call
insane.
Magic money computers at the Treasury.
Well,
so tell us about it, because I never heard of that until you brought that up.
No.
Okay, so
one of the
really,
Ted didn't know any of this. He's been in government this long and had no
you've been a senator for 20 years. You don't know about this
until this South African autistic nerd put it in those Harry Potter terms for him. He finally a guy whose entire career is knowing how it works. What is this?
Things you told me about is what you call magic money computers at the Treasury. So tell us about it, because I never heard of that until you brought that up.
Okay, so you may think that the government computers like all talk to each other. They synchronize. They add up what funds are going somewhere, and it's it's coherent. There's and that the numbers, for example, that you're presented as a senator, are actually the real numbers.
One would think.
One would think. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they're not totally wrong, but they're probably off by 5% or 10% in some cases. So I call a magic money computer any computer which can just make money out of thin air. That's magic money.
So how does that work?
It just issues payments.
And you said there's something like 11 of these computers at Treasury that are sending out trillions in payments?
What?
They're mostly at Treasury. Some are, but there's some at HHS, some there's one or two at state, there's some at DOD. I think we found now 14 magic money computers.
14, okay.
They just send money out of nothing.
Okay.
You know what, man? Look, it's not learning the news that's driving me insane. It's then realizing how much people don't know anything after, like that I have to know. And then I talk to people and they don't know anything.
Hey, free speech is under attack, but Rumble refuses to back down. We've always believed in empowering voices, no matter how unpopular, and now we're taking that fight to the next level. When major advertisers conspired to pull their dollars, even brands like Dunkin' Donuts turned their backs, claiming Rumble had a right-wing culture. But we're not here to fit a mold. We're here to defend free expression. To strengthen this mission, we're excited to offer Rumble Premium, a completely ad-free experience with exclusive benefits for viewers and creators. You'll find exclusive content from creators like Russell Brand, Dr. Disrespect, Timcast, and the Mug Club with Crowder. It's more than a subscription. It's a stand for free speech. Your voice matters. Join Rumble Premium. For a limited time, you can get $20 off an annual plan using promo code RumbleLive. Visit rumble.com/premium and claim your special sale discount today. Together, we can turn the tide. Whenever you join Rumble Premium or simply keep watching, your support helps keep free speech alive. Come see us on tour in Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, Providence, San Jose, Toledo, Ohio. Go to jimmydore.com for tickets.